do a launch for him. You ready?
You want to?
Put it in sport mode for him.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Go.
Oh man.
She's scooting, man.
Look at her go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're starting off. We have to go rescue the BMW. It left us stranded on the road, and I would tow the vehicle myself, but since it does have an electronic shifter and e-brake, there's a lot of work or disassembly you have to do to get all that disengaged. So we do have a snack truck on the way. Let's go ahead and meet him up.
No spin.
Who are you guys with? United?
Yeah, United.
Check this out, man. United to the rescue on the BMW. So it just left us stranded right over here. I tried to get an OBD scanner on it, and it is reading a camshaft sensor. Since this car is all electronic, it's got the parking brake on, and I didn't really want to do it myself. So they got some wheel dollies right here, and they're gonna hook us up.
All the way out. They're hard to do.
That wreck must have not been too bad this morning.
No.
You got out of there pretty quick.
It took a little longer than I'd like it to.
Right. Yeah, so I always wondered how like the BMW roadside assistance tows these cars. I guess this is the way to do it.
They know how to pump that neutral.
Oh, okay. I mean, I know how to do it too, but there's so much disassembly that you have to do around that shifter.
It ain't worth it.
Yeah, it ain't worth it working on the side of the road.
Pop one piece of plastic off, pull this cord, put
Yeah.
the car in neutral.
So I'm just out here directing traffic, you know, making sure everything goes nice and smooth, and hopefully we can get this puppy home. Hell yeah, just get it up on that broom. Luckily it's a SUV, so it's a little easier working on underneath. I mean, if this was a car, it'd be really hard to get that broom under it. Right here, it's just about a mile.
I'll let you turn around.
Okay.
We'll just come up. Good job, Foot.
It's nice having a helper, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right on, man. That is all right.
I'll give you time to turn around and I'll get behind you.
So the car is off the ground. Let's go ahead and bring it home.
It'll hold it at 7, it'll hold it at 5.
Check out this clean power stroke right here. Now that's a workhorse right there. Certified. That's where it's at, snack truck.
Park it right up the street, turn around, look at this angle.
Okay. So kind of a steep driveway, and we're just gonna park it right there in the grass. So he's probably gonna try to turn it around and back it on up. Oh no, he just stole the BMW. Where is he going? Bruno, he just took the BMW, Bruno. He took our car, go get him. Go get him, buddy. He's ready to attack, man. Look at that. He's just waiting. He'll be back, buddy. If not, we'll go chase him down on the Jeep. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. So he took it up the road so he could turn it around and back it up this driveway. We're just gonna park it right here in the grass so it's out of the way. He's back. Let's see his backing up skills. Oh, wow. He's doing a mighty fine job. Right on, he got it on the driveway. A little bit more. That's good right there. You're a hell of a driver, boss, to turn it around in the little streets.
Hey, that's what we had to go way down the road. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I should have just got you to turn around in the grass right here, but
You know what? When I got down there, I was like, I bet his yard was stiff enough.
yeah,
But, you know, people don't like to drive it in the grass. Huh?
yeah, I feel you.
I try not to do that. All right, you got it, Corey? Let me show you. Hey, this thing's going to let off a lot of pressure. This is how Carter got hit in the face with it. Okay?
I didn't know he ever got hit in the face with one.
All right, you got to put your pressure down, release that. The first two aren't going to be as hard as the other two. So do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Dang, so y'all could snag up any car, no matter if you got the keys or not. Yeah.
Oh, this is our smallest truck. All the way to the big rigs, we can yank them.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Y'all got y'all got two buildings on the boulevard, don't you? Because I see like some
we got
trucks.
3 lots.
Oh
Or
yeah.
no, we got.
There's like a few fences, and then there's like the same trucks all the way down.
Yeah. Well, that's just where our main office.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of lots all over. We got to hide the cars or.
Yeah.
Get pressure down.
Well, yeah, she's back, so we're gonna go ahead and run down to O'Reilly's, get that sensor, and see if I can get it replaced and get this car back to life. All right, Bruno. All right, guys, so the BMW is safe at home. Now we can get started working on it. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and get a booster or a charge on the battery. I ended up killing that. And then I already got this cover off. I did try to do this at the scene, but I couldn't get to that sensor right there. So we have an intake and an exhaust camshaft sensor. The code is for the exhaust side. I'm gonna go ahead and change both of them out just to be safe. And then there's also some other solenoids that you have to clean. But yeah, so kind of unexpected whatever happened to it. I'm just really surprised how the car made it back from Atlanta, and it's not even been 2 days. I've just been whipping it in the back roads and whatnot, running some errands, and this right here happened. So we're gonna get those two sensors replaced. I'm gonna get a charge on the battery. So I am getting a code for the camshaft sensor for the exhaust side. And to get to that, I'm gonna go ahead and take this bar right here that runs across off. So it gives me just a little bit more room, makes it a little bit easier. But we did go ahead and get a charge on the battery. I guess I killed it trying to start it so many times. So yeah, it's out here in the sun, but I'd rather be working right here in my yard than on the side of a road. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of and see if that fixes our issue.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we
All right guys, so we got the upper tie bar off the car. It's right over here, and it is kind of hot out here, but I'd much rather be doing it out here in my yard than on the side of the road. So we are having to replace our sensors, and the code that we're getting is for the exhaust camshaft sensor, which is right over here. This is our intake, and these right here are our solenoids, which we are going to clean those. But first I want to go ahead and replace that just to see if the car will start, and then we're going to definitely clean our solenoids just because I want to get a nice reliable BMW back on the road. So let's get that done.
Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take.
Dang, look how much oil this thing has on it. So here's our new sensor. I got it at the local parts store. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's nice and clean. Let's go ahead and see if this will solve our check engine light and get this back on the car.
Look behind your back. Chase a light when the
Alright guys, so next day here on the BMW, and after replacing all the sensors, we still can't get the car to start. So I did go ahead and jump into our fuel system. Here's where you put your fuel gauge, and since I don't have one, I just removed that line right there, and we're not getting any fuel up here to the injectors at the moment. So I went ahead and jumped into our fuse box, which is right here in the trunk. And here's our fuel pump relay. I've already replaced that and still not any luck. And BMW does hide the fuse box, I guess to make it a little bit neater and harder to find. But all of our fuses check out fine there. You also have another fuse box right here on the passenger side. I've already got all this back together because those fuses are fine. You got 3 screws, and then that black trim drops down. And then you have 1 screw on the fuse box, and that lowers down. But all those fuses are fine. So I did go ahead and pull our rear seat out so I could get to the fuel pump and check some voltage. There's just a couple of clips right here, these push clips. There's no screws. That's nice and simple, and the seat comes out. And then it does look like somebody's been working on this fuel pump before. This ring right here was just laying right on top, and this right here isn't pushed in. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that. And it's kind of different on how the fuel pump works on this car. I think it's got 2 different tanks, correct me if I'm wrong, but both of those have to self-level out. So let's go ahead and check some voltage, and hopefully we can get a new one replaced from the local parts store and have this BMW back on the road. Alright guys, so we got the BMW fired up. Let's go ahead and give it a start, because we do have more lights to take care of too. I guess when the battery drains. There she is. So there it is, the car is running nice and healthy. And so what the problem was is our fuel gauge sending unit is kind of deceiving because it's showing half a tank, but that's not working. So after checking my voltage right back here at the fuel pump, we're getting everything fired up. So I had to put more gas into it, and guess what? It just fired right up. And so now we got more lights on the car. We have the DCS and our 4-wheel drive malfunctioning right over here. And for us to clear that, all you have to do is just turn the steering wheel one time to the left and then one time to the right. And boom. Now our steering angle sensor, which is right under here, all that's calibrated. The reason for that was because we drained the battery completely. So now everything is working. Let's go ahead and take this electronic brake off. Look at that. Snap, we still have a few lights. So the only light we have is that park light. I'm not sure because our electronic brake is off. I'm gonna go ahead and whip the vehicle around, go fill it up, but we are definitely gonna be replacing our sending unit, which is right over here. Unit to make sure that our gauge is showing correctly, and it's just this right here. I'm gonna go down to a local parts store, see if I can get that replaced. After all that work in diagnostics, we finally got the car running. The reason why I jumped on these sensors right over here, because the last code I got before I cleared the computer was showing our camshaft sensor. So that clearly wasn't at fault, but I'm glad we got those replaced. Now we know we're not going to have an issue with those. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drive the car. The motor's running nice and healthy. So let's go ahead and give it a quick ride around the yard. See if that light goes off. Snap. It still seems like the parking brake is engaged. So what I've been trying to do is hold this parking brake for like 5 seconds, and that's supposed to recalibrate our parking brake, but that clearly isn't working. So let me go ahead and take care of that. As you can see, I got the car in drive and we're not really moving. I don't really want to force it to go, so let's go ahead and figure that out real quick. And now in the time that we're working with, thanks to all the forums and all the research I've done, I didn't have to take this car to a mechanic, because who knows what he would have charged to get this taken care of. Alright guys, so we got the BMW to run great for a while, and before I get all this back together, I do want to clean it all up. And I tried moving the car and our electronic e-brake is still stuck. So what I did was, you have an emergency release right over here, and I don't actually have the tool, which is under here. You should have a tool, but I just used a vice grip just like that and I pulled it. So we got the car to move around, but now let's go ahead and see what the scanner says and see if we can clear that. As you can see, we got an orange park brake on the car. Car is running great overall. So the car does move around. I just want to get this light right here off, because who knows, it could just stop right there in the middle of the road. Alright guys, so we got our scanner hooked up and we have no fault showing with our ABS, but we do have a couple of codes stored in our emergency parking brake. So let's go ahead and check those out. There they are. I'm going to go ahead and try to clear these and see if we can get our e-brake to reset. So now let's go back and read the code, see if we have anything. There we go. Everything passed, no fault codes. And now we have a couple in our airbag, which I'm not sure what's going on there, but let's go ahead and check those codes out. Under voltage. So if your battery ever dies on your BMW, you could have an airbag code just for under voltage. As you can see right there, we're going to go ahead and clear all this out. Now let's go back and read our codes. So everything is okay based off this computer right here. It's pretty cheap, but let's go ahead and start the car up. Alright, so nothing changed with the car. We're still having a parking brake light right over there. and it's orange. That's pretty weird. I'm not sure what's going on. But let's go ahead and find out what the scanner and see if we have any other codes. And check that out. We have one fault with our emergency parking brake and our ABS. There we go. Whatever that means, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not a really big fan of the electronic e-brake. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. You do want to make sure you shut the door, because I've noticed BMW does put the car in park if the door is open. Let's go ahead and pull it around right over here. Car is running nice and healthy. But let's go ahead and give the engine compartment a quick wash, and then we can get it all back together. As you can see, there's a bunch caked up around here, and we'll get all the remaining fuel that we spilled on the motor, and hopefully it doesn't leave us with any more check engine lights. Alright, so we're gonna let that sit for about 15 minutes. But yeah, we're rolling, man.
Man, she is scooting. This thing is so smooth on the road. That's what I like about it.
That's what I'm
BMW in general, man.
So So let's go ahead and fill the BMW up, because this fuel gauge is a little deceiving. It's still showing that we have more than half a tank, but we probably got about 10 gallons of gas in it, and we just want to test it out. But we're gonna go ahead and top it off and see if we can get this emergency parking brake off the car. Do you want to get one of those Jeep Compasses?
Let's do a launch for him. You ready?
You want to?
Put it in sport mode for him.
There you go.
Let's do it.
Go.
Oh man.
She's scooting, man.
Look at her go.
Now chill out. On these back roads, you don't want to go too fast and on that. But so far, it's performing good. What do you got to say?
Oh yeah, man. This thing is smooth. Smooth as a baby's bottom.
I'm telling you, those shifts though, they're really nice and smooth.
Oh yeah, that's right. You pretty much can't even feel it, man. That's what I like about it.
So we are here at the gas station. Let's go ahead and put some more fuel in this car.
Go ahead and fill it up with some fresh juice.
Check out this little knee holder right over here. Check that out. We are putting some 93 in this baby right over here. Let's go ahead and top it off so that we can do some more test driving and whatnot and see if we can get that code to clear. Since the fuel gauge is so deceiving, you can't really trust that. We're gonna go ahead and top it off and then we'll go for a test drive. Alright guys, so we just got the BMW all filled up and it's crazy, it's showing a full tank right now. So we're gonna go ahead and pull into Chick-fil-A right here, grab us a bite to eat. So we're gonna go
back to work.
Original chicken sandwich. Dang, I kind of like this roof right over here. And they got the fans to keep them nice and cool in the summer. Chick-fil-A never disappoints, but it's crazy that we got the BMW all filled up and our sending unit is recognizing we got a full tank. So our parking brake is malfunctioning. We're gonna go ahead and keep driving the car to see if we can get that to clear, and then we'll hook up our scanner again to see what kind of codes we have. Check out the beautiful sunset. It did take us a while to get the BMW back on the road, but we are out here. We got our Chick-fil-A right over here.
If you guys haven't tried one of these, man, you guys are missing out. I'm telling you guys. Frosted coffee, the way to go.
Let's go ahead and hit the road.
With